Hey guys, if you have stumbled upon this video, means that you are interested in investing in Mexico or retire in Mexico. And there is a million reasons why I'm making this video. So it might take long and lengthy and a lot of details, but even then I'm sure I'm going to miss out on a lot of details. So with the situation now in Northern America, you know, Canadians and US alike, people are thinking about retiring. And when they do their numbers, it doesn't make a lot of sense because of the cost of housing. Now, we want to live, well, my wife and I, we're in our 50s. She would tell you I'm 55 and she's 45, but she's just a couple of years younger than me. Well, the reason we're here is that we've been real estate investor for many years, and we're looking to buy properties. And the properties that we're looking at in Florida, although it's very beautiful, the weather's great, but the numbers doesn't make sense. So in order to make sense of the numbers, you got to go where the tax is low, the cost of living is low, and the property price is low, and it has to be convenient, right? So you have to be able to fly in and out of here quickly. So this is just the coastline, the strip from Cancun south for like 2 hours, and up and down the coast of Cancun, you find these gorgeous areas. So right now I'm standing on a rooftop of a very fancy hotel, and you can see, let me turn this around. I don't know how far you can see out, but you see all those cranes there? Those are all new developments aiming to sell to North Americans. You can buy property down here. You can own property down here. There is a ton of different ways to do it. Now, as a non-Mexican citizen, you have to buy it through a trust. Now, this is not financial advice. This is just what we found here in the last week that we've been here. Many people own properties here. They just have their way of doing it, and we have met some top-notch agents that and bankers and also attorneys that can help you do all this. I'll post a picture of them. Let me make some room here, like over here, and you can see they're all gorgeous and they're all really smart. So anyways, back onto the investment part. Now, you guys, there's so many different ways to do this, right? Even in this hotel here, this is definitely the nicest one on the whole strip. It's called the Fives. All inclusive if you want, or you could just, you can be a member. This kind of a thing is more of an investment for the hotel itself, not for you, because you're basically paying high top dollars to stay in a really nice place. Not everybody can do that, or not everybody want to do that, but just right down the strip here, you can buy apartments starting about 200,000, and it goes way up to whatever you want, basically. But the entry level and good enough property is about 200,000. Now, there's so many different ways of doing this, because you can buy the one bedroom studio and then live here, and then Airbnb it out when you don't need to be here. Or you can buy multiples of them. You can buy 5 studio apartments, live in one and rent the other 4 out. There's financing and everything all worked out too, because traditionally you have to come here and you buy everything cash. Now you can't do that as a retiree. What are you gonna get we're in Florida, but in America, what are you gonna get for 100,000? Not too much. We have a client just closed yesterday. Not on the strip. It's a little bit off the beaten path. Still close to here, but they bought a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo for 108. Now, gotta be honest about this, because 108 might end up to be 120. It's just because of your different fees. Your closing cost is higher, and conversion from US dollars to Mexican money, Mexican pesos. So but still at 127 or 28 or 130 is still well worth it, because there's virtually no HOA, or is very, very low, and taxes are like $400 a year, and this is a big place, so there's the taxes, it's even cheaper than that. So this is what I mean by, if you're an investor, you want to buy a few of them, and then you can rent them out to retirees that don't want to deal with all this stuff, and they just want to come in, just rent a place, and they don't want to deal with the local people. No offense, because they just don't speak. Some of the local people don't speak English, and the people who want to buy this, they don't speak Spanish, not that well. So they want to deal with people who speak the same language, which speak English. So, and some of these owners are from Canada as well. So from you can buy a few of these and rent them out to people that near your town and they want to be here. It's a great way to do this. So that's the view. The sun is coming up right there, I think. But that's a good deal, because my wife and I, we've been investing for like 20 years, and we haven't seen these kind of numbers anywhere in the United States. I want this video to be on YouTube for a long time, so I'm not gonna give you like specific numbers, because it changes. But if you are thinking about it, in the next 3 to 5 years, you want to retire, and you want to retire comfortably, this is the place. We went to the supermarket. It's way down there, but it's walkable, maybe 10-15 minutes. They have everything. Anything that you want, anything that you recognize in the state, they have it there. Of course, some of the stuff is a little bit more pricey, because they're imported. But I'd rather pay a pricey little can of food instead of pricey big house, because it's a big difference if you pay $1 more for a can of something that you like, instead of like hundreds of thousands of dollars more to live in a place that you have to pay extra taxes and extra everything else. And from here to where we are, the flight from Cancun to Tampa is basically less than 2 hours. So the people that we met here was kind of funny, because they're like, oh my God, you guys can fly in here for lunch and then fly back out after dinner. And it's true, it can be done. We drove in the States, you know, we drove places for an hour and a half just to get some good food. You know what? When the flights are cheap, you can fly down here for the day, for the weekend, and fly back on a, you know, on a Sunday. And that's gonna be totally doable. And especially if you own some property. I'm looking down, I don't want to fall over the rooftop here. But if you if you sell something in Florida or in the States or in Canada for several $100,000, you can easily buy 2 or 3 units here cash and have a cash flow right away. It's a small little fishing town here, but it's developing like crazy, and it's very nice. I don't know. Let's see. You know, people have swimming pools. These are like you know, 12 units, so they're not small. But there's a restaurant in there. We have breakfast there every morning. Good stuff. Just waiting for them to make us some coffee, and I'm making this this video for you. But yeah, if you're thinking about moving here anywhere from in 3 to 5 years, let us know, because that's what we're doing too. We're figuring this out. We're helping a lot of investors who want to move their money here. There's a way to do that legally. You know, start out an account and start depositing money into it, because the conversion fee could get a little much if you want to convert 100,000, 200,000 from US to here to Mexico. Then there's a fee on that, and you know, if you have it in mind and you know that, it's fine. You know, in some particular reason, one of the person that we knew somehow never was told that, and when they go and transfer the money, and the agent say, wait, you are $7,000 short. Well, they figure out that it's actually the $7,000. They've wired the right amount of money, but the bank charged them $7,000 to do the transaction. So you know, if you're thinking about buying here, maybe start a couple of years early and start, you know, depositing money over here to get things going, at least the amount that you need to do as far as deposit. And also yeah, the building process takes a little longer as well, because they do everything in concrete, and it's not like throwing up a bunch of sticks and it'll be done the next day. No, it takes time. So, you know, to build one of these concrete building, they have rebars and all this other stuff, and you know, they have their way of doing it. But it's all concrete and glass and metal. So that's I think I got that all covered for you guys. And as far as the team down here, they're all bright, smart. I mean, people who speak multiple languages. The majority of them are actually people that move from the north, come down here, and many of them are investors themselves and figure out how to get this done, and decided to group together and create this whole movement and help everybody out who wants to live comfortably with a, you know, a fixed income, if you will, or you just you just don't want, you just have your priorities, right? You have your life, and you want to live, and you want to enjoy it, and it's beautiful. I'm up here at the rooftop. The ocean's behind me, and it's 72 degrees right now, and later on today it's gonna be about 88. It's just perfect by the ocean, because there's ocean breeze, so you don't even feel it. And then you turn around and there's just many friendly, good, nice people here to just make sure that you enjoy yourself, and you like your time here. And I met a lot of people here that actually, they're not investors. They bought into the membership of this this hotel, this 5-star hotel. I mean, this thing is. They have like an infinity pool here and an infinity pool downstairs. Maybe I have a chance to show it to you later. Those are all the rooftop. Those are all for the members over there. But they love it. Of course, they're paying a lot more to get this luxury, but you don't have to. You can live right over there, enjoy the same ocean. And on a Friday night, if you really want to splurge, you can go in here and have dinner in here and pay a little extra if you want to. To be honest, we've been here for 5 days and we like the food out there. It's a lot cheaper and it's a lot more authentic. The food in a place like this is, best. But it lacks for me. I'm a foodie. It lacks the flavor of the local flavor that's down there. So if I were to come back here, I'm not going to do the food package. I would just do the room, stay in really nice, comfortable, and then I'll do the food down the street. Because whatever the mood you want, you just walk in and buy it. I guess, the first day or two that we were here, when we were still fresh at this spot, the food was great, and it still is, but we're kind of tired of it. We're like, well, we shouldn't have bought the all-inclusive food package. complain, yeah, but we didn't know. Came here for the first time. We're like, well, what? We might as well. We're gonna, do a lot of touring, looking at properties and everything, and we didn't want to worry about eating and meals and all this other stuff. So we're like, well, let's just do all inclusive, and all the meals are taken care of. And then if we want to try the local flavor, we can try the local flavor, and that's what we did. So that's very nice. It's very convenient. You don't have to get out. You just, wherever you are, they bring you the food, So that's the other thing about having this kind of services around. Taxi always downstairs. So, hop on the taxi from here to the airport. It's about 20-25 minutes. Very, very convenient, one straight shoot. We are about half an hour from, that's half an hour from Cancun. And then we're south of that, and then heading south. There's another string of developments and beautiful hotels and everything. I think everybody here just shorted called Playa. I'm gonna put it. I'll put it on the screen because I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. Not very strong in Spanish, as you can tell. But you know what? It's everybody. Like the majority of people here speak English as well, and even if they speak Spanish and I don't speak Spanish, I figure it out what they're saying, you know, like it's not that complicated. So this is a long video, but I think if you guys are interested, reach out to me. I have all the people here, and we can help you. Like I keep telling my clients all the time, you know, buying a property is not an event. It's not like you walk out and say, oh, I'm gonna buy a pair of shoes, and here you go and buy the shoes. That's an event. Buying a property is a process, okay? If you know how to do the process, you save a lot of money along the way. You can save $7,000 just off the bat from the conversion because you move money slowly when the conversion rate is favorable. You take your time and you make sure that you're in a good financial situation and you're not rushing. If you're not rushing into this deal, you have time to negotiate and you can save money there too. So don't rush out and just do something like this, because this is not an event. You plan it out, you talk to some people. You might not get along with your first agent, okay? Or the agent that you hire might not know all that they claim to know. So we only work with agents that has done it before. They own places here, and they also been outside of Mexico. All the agents that we work with has been outside of Mexico. They lived in Miami. They live all over the world. They live in Canada. Many of them are Mexican citizens here, but they've been out there. They know what we need. They know our, culture. They're the one who can really point us to the right direction and get you the right property. That's what we did here the last five days. We're out meeting them, interviewing them, talking to them, hanging out, see what they're doing, what they're buying, where they're putting their money, how they're doing it, and they're a very, very good group of people who are more than welcome. They're very welcoming, I should say, I can go on and on and on, but maybe I'll do another walk down the street and cover a different subject. But yep, if you are a retiree thinking about retiring, you got here at the right video. Or you have same thing, you're retiring, you got money to invest, and you want to basically buy something here, rent it out, and live here for free. It's a great plan, because if you buy something in the States, something similar to here for you to live and to rent, I don't know, could be like $1 million. I know somebody who's building a house here, and by the time it's done, it's going to be $600,000, but it's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be like $2 million in the state, but they don't need to rent it out. But they're planning for their retirement, and they're gonna do that, and they're gonna stay there, and it's gonna be beautiful, gorgeous. 2 years, 2.5 years, it's gonna be done, and they're gonna move in, and their tax is gonna be like nothing, a few $100. That's it. So that's why we came down here as well. We came and kind of look at that, and there is definitely that possibility for someone that maybe work hard for a long time and got their house paid off, put a house on the market, sell it, take the money, buy here multiple units, live in some, rent in some. You don't have to do the rental or management or anything like that. We have people that do that for you as well. So anyways, it's gonna go on for like 30 minutes, but let me cut this video short, and contact me when you guys have, think about it and need more information. Like I said, anyone outside of Mexico can own properties here. It's just there's the way and the process of doing that, and we figured it out. And I'm sure many other people figured it out too, because I've seen a lot of them walking around over here with their dogs. They're so happy. You know, I'm sure they're thinking like, get the hell out of here. This is my spot. But for those people, we're here in peace, and we're good neighbors. So and we're bringing in money. We're gonna keep this whole thing going. So that's it, folks. I mean, I'm like more than 20 minutes in now. So have a good day, and I will see you on YouTube again soon. Bye bye.